We're building the practice facility for the soccer team out here. And then we're donating backyards to veterans with Strike Out for a Cause to, 6 a year. Veterans in need. We're redesigning, redeveloping, and remodeling backyards to provide a little bit of hope for them within that. And I don't really know what the next year holds. I know that it's going to be the same mission, but I also know that there's going to be some great collaborations and great partnerships and great content that is made through what we're doing at the Buildsters to be able to make it so that people feel a little more connected within the home improvement space.
I love it. It's funny how worlds collide. We actually, when I owned my tequila company, Azuña Tequila, we sponsored the Storm team. They have a deck there that holds like 20 people in the stadium that you can party on. We were the official sponsor of the deck and the margarita of the stadium there. So great times. So, look, I really appreciate you spending some time on the show. I just think it's phenomenal that you set out, I just go back to that $200 a day and how important it is to have, and that's a pretty significant amount of money when you look at it as a total year, but you had a very specific need and goal and you went after it and you didn't stop until you got it. Now look where you're at today, over $4 million in revenue with the company. I mean, that's a long ways from $200.
Yeah. No, if you look, it's a crazy little mindset shift, like you just kind of talked about. If you say, I want to make $72,000 a year, that sounds daunting. You don't know how to get there. But if you kind of make it more specific and calculate that out to $200 a day is a pretty attainable number.
Yeah.
It's really not that difficult if you are grinding to get there. And it's just all a perspective thing.
Absolutely right. And, just to step back real quick before I wrap the show, but any advice to people that are just, they're looking to launch a career, they're young, or maybe they're older and now they're having to find themselves in the workplace again. Any advice for them, first steps?
Advice is take the first step. I didn't know what I wanted to do when I set out to make that $200 a day. I didn't do the things that I was doing because I wanted to do them. Taking the first step. God can't steer a parked car, whatever that means to you, it's just a matter that you're moving forward. It doesn't matter what exactly it is, and I can guarantee you that you'll find what it is that you're passionate about as long as you are moving forward in some capacity.
So true. Like, get out of your house, get off your couch, go out and make something happen, even if it's going down to the local coffee shop and sitting there saying hi to people. You just never know, right?
You never know.
Yeah. Well, again, thank you for the time. Where can people find you, find out more about you, the Buildsters?
Yeah, the best spot is through the Buildsters. So, you could follow me personally at John Cefalu. So, I'm sure you'll have some sort of a link or my name spelled somewhere. So, but the Buildsters is the best place where you're actually going to be engaged and entertained. So that's www.thebuildsters.com. And then you can follow us on all social media platforms at The Buildsters. So great content, great connecting tool, and always feel free to reach out in any capacity.
John, I appreciate that. I'm going to give you one last compliment. Just looking through your media kit, not only is it about you and your success, and there's some great photos of you, but you've chosen to include your team. And, I'm just looking over the team of people that are amongst yourself and your podcast, and everybody's happy. And, you could just tell you've surrounded yourself with some great people. So congratulations on that. I look forward to following you and learning more about you and what you're doing. And, thanks again. I really appreciate it.
Well, thank you very much. It was great.
Thank you for listening to today's show. It is my pleasure and honor to interview all of the guests that have been on the Answer is Yes podcast. If you have enjoyed the show, please go on iTunes and subscribe, give a rating, or simply tell a friend about the show. We also believe in the message of our guests and the positive influence of their stories. As my own mentor and coach, David Meltzer, has taught me, spend some time every day thinking and writing about the things in your own life that you have more than enough of. You will find out how blessed we really are. Please visit my website, livelifedriven.com, for the latest updates about me and what I'm doing. Plus, I post a monthly blog about the many topics on this show. This podcast can also be found there. As I learned early on in life, what you believe is what you will achieve. Thanks, Mark Victor Hansen, and thank you, and have a great week.
This episode of The Answer is Yes brought to you by Baja Bound Insurance Services. Driving to Mexico? You can buy and print out your Mexican auto insurance policy online in minutes with their easy-to-use website. They also have great travel information to help you plan your trip south of the border. Visit BajaBound.com